One of us may not survive this tiny house build. Just be prepared. I know it might look like I'm making a kill room, but I'm actually just protecting our loft from spray so we can get ready to spray foam as soon as the weather cooperates. So it's about 50 degrees out today, but it's raining. This is about as warm as it's been in the last few weeks. So inside we've been trying to heat up the tiny house so that we can spray our foam insulation. Obviously we're going to turn off this propane one so we don't blow up the tiny house. But all the wiring is finally done in the plumbing. John just has one more board to put up to make sure that we have attachment points when we go to put in the tongue and groove. And then he's going to put on a suit and mask and spray.
That's the plan. So we sprayed in the closed cell foam yesterday. One kit wasn't enough to do it, so unfortunately I had to go out and buy another kit. We just got everything covered, but we don't have the thickness that I wanted. So I got another kit, so today I'm going to spray on top of all this on the ceiling and hopefully get a little more thickness out of it. You can already tell that it's making a difference that I have a little heater going in here and it's warming me up pretty quickly. So I think hopefully the one more kit will do it. For insulating the tiny house, we're using this touch and foam spray-in insulation kit. It's got 2 different tanks in here, 2 chemicals. Comes with this hose. So basically the 2 chemicals come together in these little nozzles that it comes with. And when they mix, that's when the foam starts expanding and drying. It also comes with some gloves and some safety glasses. Some things it doesn't come with, which you'll probably want, are Tyvek suit, painter suit, respirator. I was spraying this yesterday and it makes quite a mess. I got foam everywhere. So you definitely want to wear some kind of painter suit and make sure your hair is covered up because it probably never come out of your hair. The reason that we chose spray-in foam insulation is that it adds rigidity to the house and it also acts as a vapor barrier. And you get pretty good R values for the foam. Since we're only using 2x4s, without it being very thick, you get pretty good R values. Make sure it's all stirred together nicely. I'm just trimming off the excess spray foam. This is about the 3rd time I've been in here spraying. We started out with one large spray foam kit. It was supposed to cover about 600 board feet, and I was hoping that'd be enough. And of course it wasn't, so then I ended up buying some smaller kit from Home Depot, hoping that would cover it, and that didn't. So I should have just ordered 2 big kits to begin with. It would have saved us some time and some money doing it that way. But I'm happy now with how much foam we have in the ceiling here. If we were going to do it again, I might have done the flash and bat method on the walls. I still think I would have used this in the ceiling because it makes it so we can use the 2x4s and just fill in the cavities. And so I like it for the ceiling. For the walls though, I've seen a method where they just spray a thin layer to make the walls airtight, and then they use standard insulation, which that would definitely save some money. So that might be a good way to go. But at this point, it's insulated and cost us a little more money, took a little longer, but it's done.
Please share with our viewers the John Wilson patented method for putting up cedar shingles in a small little space.
I was procrastinating on those last couple little sections on the outside of the house where we had to put shingles because there's some weird angles and a lot of little cuts I had to make. So instead of cutting the shingles one at a time, I'm just putting them all together on this board here, which I cut out to fit in the shape of the face that I need to shingle out there. And I found it's a lot easier to just build it all in one section. Cut them all at once, and then put the shingles up already cut. So after I trim these down on top of the little jig thing I cut out, I have to unfortunately still take them all off and put them up one at a time. But it's much easier than trying to figure out the cuts one cut at a time.
And since you have to walk out of the garage, up the ladder, measure down again.
Yeah, for a while I was trying to cut each shingle, one shingle at a time, walking up the ladder and carrying it back down to the cellar, cutting it, measuring one at a time, and that was taking forever. So this is a much faster method, and I can do it inside the nice warm garage instead of out in the snow.
With just a few finishing touches, we can finally say that the outside of the house is complete. In the next episode, you'll get a preview of how we plan to furnish the inside when we show you some of the things we've been collecting over the last several months.